Hi there, my name is Janet Gershon-Siegel and I'm the Lonely Writer. This is serious social media help for the independent writer, which is a writer who does not yet have an agent. I am a master's degree candidate at Quinnipiac University. This is my capstone project. Today I'm going to be talking about color theory, the color black. More specifically, it's in reference to book covers. And of course, color theory is basically just the study of how we feel about certain colors. They do matter when it comes to your cover. Now, what do we think of when we think of the color black? There's plenty more than this, but here are some basics. We think of midnight. We might think of velvet. We'll think of burnt toast too, right? We think of fashion, and we think of slimming, the whole thing. It's the new black. We might think of the Lone Ranger's mask. The pupils of your eyes. Dressage boots, when, if you've ever seen people doing a fox hunt, or Halloween for that matter. But color theory is a lot more than just a laundry list of what is a particular color. So it can also make us think of things like bad luck, such as black cats. It might make us think of old-time photography. If the world is black and white, we tend to see that as a fight between two irreconcilable opposites. In chess, black goes second. We might think of mourning and hearses and funerals. It's a color that recedes, it fades, it goes into the background. In culture, there are parts of the world where a widow will wear black for the remainder of her life. Because black is so pervasive in fashion, new trends are often called, quote-unquote, the new black. And of course that lends to the title of the HBO series, Orange is the New Black. I've got a link here from sensationalcolor.com, which talks a lot more about color and culture. It's a very interesting read. Now, on book covers, because black is often used for lettering, it tends to not be a predominant color for a cover. But furthermore, you want, when you're an author and you're a publisher, you want your work to stand out, and you want it to be plucked from a shelf or a display table. You don't want it to recede. So a tour through Amazon's bestsellers finds that there is some black, or at least predominantly black, covers when it comes to books in the science and technology section. Despite the fact that in the black, end quote, it means the showing of a positive financial balance, best-selling investment books on Amazon are not predominantly black. You're a lot more likely to see black or mostly black book covers when it comes to photography books, but often that's because you're looking at black and white photography books. Fashion is also a close second. That makes sense too, because we often see black in fashion. Black tends to add seriousness, and it can add weight. But that might be another reason why it's not seen too often for best-selling books, because if people are looking for escapism, they might not want to convey what black conveys. And just keep in mind, you want your work to be found on a shelf or a pile. Black might end up being a better accent, but not as your main color for your cover, because you want people to see it, right? You want people to grab it. So finally, once again, this is Janet Gershon-Siegel, the Lonely Writer, because an independent writer never has to be alone. Thank you for listening.